Hi, and welcome to the Butler Buzz. I'm your host, Kate Stutz, and I'm sitting here with Adriana Bly from Butler Downtown. Adriana, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you so much for making time for us today and hanging out with us. I'm excited to hear about your Christmas in July program that you have going on.
Thank you for talking with me. I appreciate that.
Sure. So, can you tell us a little bit about the Butler Downtown's Christmas in July initiative?
So Butler Downtown, we are trying to bring back events and some community initiatives. And one of the things, if everybody knows, in at Christmas time, the snowflake lights that go up, everybody loves them. It's very nostalgic. And with the new light poles that came in just recently, we needed to order more snowflake lights and kind of retrofit some of the other ones, do some wiring, and we want to make sure that we keep those up for years to come. So we are raising funds to, like I said, buy more snowflakes or, get the other ones fitted. So that's what our Christmas in July fundraiser is going to be geared towards is getting money for those. And we have a lot of different things planned. We have a lot of ideas. We're trying to get everything situated, but it's going to be in downtown Butler. And, we're going to try to have just like a fun-filled day. We are definitely looking for sponsors for the event, but some of the things that we want to try to do, we're planning on having food trucks up at the Diamond Park and like on Main Street.
Okay.
And then we would like to have kids activities throughout the day, like face painting and a balloon artist. We're also possibly trying to get Santa to come in, maybe a little luau Santa,
Oh, that would be
shorts,
really fun.
my trying to go with the theme of, Christmas in July.
Definitely.
Um, and definitely one of the things that we want to do is have a dunk tank, and we're gonna have some Butler County celebrities in the dunk tank, so then people can pay a donation and then try to dunk somebody. So we're kind of looking forward to that. We're definitely open to ideas, but we have a lot that we want to try to involve the downtown businesses also. If anybody has any specials they're running, we're definitely going to be advertising those. So we're trying to get everybody involved.
That sounds really fun. I think that's a great idea with the dunk tank. It's so interactive and it's really fun to watch too. And then getting the kids involved and making this like a whole family thing. So that would be really fun. I also think it's wonderful that you are saving these snowflakes. This is something that people go back to every single year, and it becomes like a generational event almost.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you've seen these, and then now you're experiencing them with your children. So, that is great that you're doing that. So what are some things that we can like look for in order to be a part of this? Like what can we do to help out? What can we do to get more involved in this?
So we're going to be putting some like sponsorship letters and flyers together of the events. Once we get those together, we'd like to kind of disperse them throughout the community. I mean, obviously, it's more like than just like the city of Butler downtown. Like everybody is welcome to come to the event. And we are also going to. So a few years ago, Butler downtown had started little Christmas ornaments. They were ceramic ornaments and they sold those as a fundraiser. And for a few years, they stopped. So we're going to be bringing those back this year. And the little scene on them is going to be, it's like a little person putting up the Christmas lights. So we're bringing those back, and we're going to fundraise and try to get as many of those sold as we can. Some other different things, like we also are selling like t-shirts, and we have little wooden Jeep cutouts and the big Jeep cutouts that you see around downtown. So like those are all kind of going to a general fund, but we're trying to raise as much money for the Christmas lights as we can, but we have a lot of different things that we're trying to fundraise for.
Sure, sure. So Adriana, before we go, can you give us maybe an email address or a website that we can go to learn more and perhaps sign up to help out with this?
So for Butler Downtown, we do a lot on Facebook. So it's just Butler Downtown. And then the website is butlerdowntown.org. And the email address is info@butlerdowntown.org. So anybody can either email or message us on Facebook. We try to stay pretty active on Facebook, sharing different things and putting the event up there on Facebook as well.
Okay. That sounds great. Yeah, we'll be really looking forward to updates and attending this also. That sounds really fun and, exactly what we need to be helping out, keeping these ornaments around for the next generation.
Yes. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much for your time tonight.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We'll be right back with our next guest.
The world could always use a little more kindness, a bit of patience, some understanding. In complicated or stressful times, great customer service can go a long way. Here's to all of those who make sacrifices for the greater good.
Thank you for calling Armstrong. My name is Christina.
My daughter happens to be one of them.
Hi, and welcome back. I'm sitting here with Patty Jo from Butler's Jeep Fest. Patty Jo, thank you so much for being with us tonight.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So we're so excited for Jeep Fest, not only because, we have missed it, but this is one of our favorite things that we have coming to Butler County every year. So thank you for hosting it as well as making all these new updates. We're so excited to hear about them.
Well, we do have a lot of things planned this year. It's our 10th anniversary, delayed by a year, but we're still celebrating our 10th anniversary this year. And we have some great things that we've added for our activities, for our Jeep participants to do, as well as some new things for the community to come out and see.
Oh, wonderful. So can you tell us a little bit about what you have planned that's going to be going on differently this year?
Sure. Well, the first thing is we're having a 10th anniversary Jeep parade, which will then turn into the Jeep Invasion. So this will be our third undertaking of a parade. It seems every 5 years we decide to do a parade. It's a little different than what we've done in the past. We are not trying to break our Guinness World Record. We still own that, and there's no reason to try to go through all of the difficult logistics to actually get that record set. So we're just celebrating our 10th anniversary. Our parade will begin on this Friday, June 11th at 4 o'clock. The Jeeps are going to be staging at the Butler Airport, and then they'll be traveling north on Route 8. And we'll then go right into downtown, and we'll fill the streets from the north end of town all the way down to the south end of town. So the first Jeeps in the parade will park up by Pearl Street, and the last ones will be down by Wayne Street. The parade does in fact have some traffic detours and some closings and things like that. So we do ask for everyone's patience as we get all the Jeeps into town, and then it'll turn into the Jeep Invasion. And those changes to traffic are a little bit more minimal once all the Jeeps get into town.
Oh, that sounds really fun.
Everybody loves the parade. It's one of the most favored things of our Jeep owners. They love the Jeep Invasion. So we certainly want to invite everybody to come out and see the Jeeps as they're parading through Butler, wave to the Jeep owners. I'm sure some are going to be throwing candy and all of that fun stuff. I'm sure they'll be decorated up for patriotic. And I think we're going to have somewhere close to 1,500 Jeeps in the parade. So there'll be a lot of different and unique Jeeps to see.
Definitely. So you got a really good turnout also. That's fantastic.
We do. Believe it or not, our pre-registration numbers are higher than we have ever had. So we're very close to breaking all records from our 10 years this year. So we weren't sure, was it going to be a great year because people want to get out, or were people still going to be concerned about COVID? And the way our numbers are, people are just so excited to get out and about, and we're excited to bring them back to Butler.
Yeah, wonderful. And we're so excited that you have, put in all this work and all this effort to make it happen. So thank you for doing that. Can you tell us a little bit about what you have planned for after the actual invasion for the rest of the weekend?
Sure. We are doing a couple new things. We are doing a photo op at the Bantam building in downtown Butler, and this will be the first time that we've been able to have the opportunity to have our Jeepers actually go onto the property and have their Jeeps picture taken with the building. So, it's a piece of Jeep history that is really important to people who appreciate that the Jeeps were created in Butler. So that's a cool new thing that we're doing. The other thing pictured behind me here is our new Bantam property trails. That's 235 acres that we purchased last summer near Cooper's Lake Campground. And we'll be offering 3-hour trail riding sessions on the property. So that's a really fun thing for people to really get to experience a different experience for off-road trails.
That is fantastic. I think that is so cool that you have your very own space specifically for Jeeps. And it sounds like it's absolutely massive. Like you have so much space. It's for so many people. That's wonderful.
We do. And, we have been able to build trails. We built trails right away last summer. And then we had a small event in October called Trail Fest, where we introduced the trails to a smaller number of Jeeps. So this is really the first time that a large number of Jeeps are going to be able to participate. We've been building new trails since January. So there'll still be something new to see and do for everybody. So we're excited to get those trails beat down and get people on them and get to experience them.
Definitely. Well, I think for, everybody involved, they are so excited to get out and do something, not only, with their friends and family, but, something that we had as a tradition for so long that we had to, take a break from. But this is great. I'm so excited for all the new things you have going on.
Well, the other new things that we really want to invite the community to is Saturday night. We have an event that we're calling Light Bars and Brews. And it's kind of a spinoff of something new that we started in 2019. A lot of Jeep owners like to add accessories to their Jeeps, and one of those are lights. So they could be really bright lights, they could be colored lights, there's lights underneath Jeeps, all kinds of different lighting things. So that's what our Festival of Lights is. And we decided to kind of morph that into Light Bars and Brews. So on Saturday evening, starting at 6:30, 6 of Butler County's breweries are going to be there pouring their beer by the glass. And then our light bar competition, our lights, will start at 8:30. And that's going to be free for people to attend. So we'll have well over 100 Jeeps participating in that, showing off their lights, and they'll be judged during that evening event. But we also have 2 things earlier in the evening. At 6 o'clock, we're having the Duck Dash. And if anybody knows anything about Jeeps, ducking Jeeps has become a new trend since last year. And that's where people take rubber ducks and they anonymously place them on somebody's Jeep. And it's kind of, you attach a note to it, and it's kind of a fun little compliment of somebody's Jeep. So we are supporting 3 of Butler County's charities through our Duck Dash, where people can buy numbers of ducks. And we're going to be releasing up to 1,000 Jeeps down really a gigantic slip and slide at Cooper's Lake. And the first 3 ducks across the finish line, their owners will win prize money. And in addition to this, we're supporting the charities. So we'll have ducks for sale for $5 each. And people can purchase those at Cooper's Lake on Friday and Saturday and support a good cause. So that's happening at 6, and then that will be followed by our Barbie Jeep race. And we did that in 2019, and that's adults who are riding down the hill in Power Wheels Jeeps. And it's a really fun thing. They go down in like a slalom style course, and it's a race. We do it in heats. And so that and the Duck Dash and the Festival of Lights, it's all free to attend those events. They start at 6 o'clock. And so we have a full evening of fun things to see and do on Saturday night. So we really encourage everyone to come out and see the Jeeps and watch the 2 races and support our local breweries and things like that.
Wow, that you have so much going on. Thank you so much for planning all of that for the community to be able to come together like this. I know how much work goes into all that. And I just think that's fantastic that you were able to do all that.
Well, thank you. We have, so many amazing volunteers. Our volunteer committee, our planning committee, they just embrace everything, and everybody wants to make Bantam better every single year and give Jeepers more reasons to come and embrace the community and get the community more involved in what we do. So, it requires a ton of support. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people who volunteer to make everything happen, and we'd never be able to do it without them. So, while, there's a couple of us who put all this on and plan it and organize it, it wouldn't be possible to make it all happen without our volunteers.
Right. Well, your team has gotten very creative. So I'm sure you're very proud of all of them.
We are. It's really turned into just a great experience for everyone, and everybody has a lot of fun together, and we work hard. But I think seeing the smiles of everybody coming into the campground and seeing them all at the invasion and the parade, it really makes all the hard work worthwhile.
Sure, definitely. So Patty Jo, before we go, is there a website we can go to learn more about this and, make a place for it on our calendar?
Sure. It's bantamjeepfestival.com. We open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at Cooper's Lake Campground at 9:00. Admission is $10 for adults, $3 for kids. We do still have some space available in some activities for on-site registration. So if you have a Jeep and you would like to participate in our activities, check out the website. It's on the homepage as far as what activities we still have availability for. And we're looking forward to a great, great weekend.
Patty Jo, thank you so much for being with us tonight and all the great info.
Great. Thanks so much for having me.
We'll be right back with our next guest.
At Armstrong, our employees take great pride in supporting the community. Here is a historic landmark that makes our hometown special. McConnell's Mill State Park encompasses over 2,000 acres of the spectacular Slippery Rock Creek Gorge. Scenic overlooks and waterfalls are popular natural attractions. Visitors can tour a grist mill and covered bridge built in the 1800s. Brought to you by the Armstrong Neighborhood Channel. Catch all your favorite local programming on Channel 100 or on YouTube.
Hi, and welcome back. I'm sitting here with Mike Hess from Living in Liberty. Mike, how are you doing?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you so much for making time with us tonight. So we hear about a golf outing that you're having with Living in Liberty. Can you tell us a little bit about Living in Liberty and how you service the community?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have our first annual golf outing coming up on Friday, June 18th, and really excited for the event. Praying that there's no rain. So
right,
it is Pittsburgh, but yeah. So we're excited. Living in Liberty. Essentially, we partner with the FBI to take young boys and girls that have been rescued from sex trafficking, human trafficking here in Pittsburgh, and provide them with safe housing, counseling, education, whatever it might be, in order to restore them and kind of rehab them back to society. And then in addition to that, we do a lot of like street outreach and things of that nature too, just to, make people more aware. And, that's part of what we're trying to achieve with the golf outing as well.
Oh, wow. That is a wonderful reason to have an outreach. This is getting to be such a, something that is really becoming more on people's radar nowadays.
Yeah.
We're becoming more aware. We're talking about it more. We're becoming more aware of our surroundings, and as well as people that are around us. So this is something that is necessary. Although it is hard to talk about, it is very necessary to talk about, especially with the younger people in our lives. It is necessary to talk about and address. So I'm really glad that you are helping out with that, and that you are also helping out with the victims and giving them their life back. So, thank you for doing that. And I know that that is a hard task, but it is something that is also necessary, and they love you for it. So
absolutely.
Great. So can you tell us a little bit about like where the golf outing is going to be so we can participate in it?
Yeah, so the golf outing is going to be held on Friday, June 18th, up at Pheasant Ridge Golf Course in Gibsonia. So I like to call it the house that Hess built, because that's where I have shanked enough balls into the woods to feel like I have some type of ownership on the golf course. But no, we're really excited. The Mike Reimer, who is the owner up there, has been absolutely fantastic to work with, and has been just incredibly accommodating. And yeah, we're just really excited. So we'll have a full day. We actually have 120 golfers signed up right now. We have a handful of people that are just paying to come and eat. And we'll have a live DJ and everything. So it should be a really, really exciting day.
Yeah, that sounds really fun. So I was wondering, is there any way that we could help you folks at Living in Liberty, whether it's volunteers or donations or anything that we could do community-wise to help out Living in Liberty?
Yeah, so I would say a couple things, right? So just in general, Living in Liberty has two really great repurposed stores, thrift stores,
Okay.
located on McKnight Road and in the city. So any type of furniture that you're not going to use anymore, or clothing, whatever it might be, it's a really great way to kind of repurpose that. That we can then in turn sell it, and all the proceeds obviously go towards helping with the rehab. With that said, we also have opportunities with the golf outing. We're always looking for tee box sponsors. We're charging $250 for a sign for your business that would go on each tee box, and then any type of Chinese auction items and silent auction items. So lot of opportunity there to donate. But if you're looking to get involved, and we're trying to get more and more people involved, and it's not about living in liberty, it's more trying to get people to get involved in street outreach, and even just talking with your peers about it. So
Right. Well, that sounds great. It's hopefully something we can all get on board with and all help out in our own way. So is there a website we can go to be able to sign up for the golf outing, learn more about it?
Yeah,
Just bookmark it for
absolutely.
ourselves?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So if you go to livinginliberty.org, that's our main site. And then if you go to the events tab, you'll obviously see the golf outing there. Gives you an option to either sign up to golf for $100, or just to come and hang out and listen to good music, have some food and drinks, and that's a $65 ticket. And then gives you an opportunity just to donate and learn more about the nonprofit.
Okay, great. All right. Well, Mike, thank you so much for being with us tonight and letting us know about your event.
Absolutely. Thank you, guys.
All right. Take care.
All right, you too. Thanks.
We'll see you next time on the Butler Buzz.
Hey there, Butler. If you want to see more from the Butler Buzz, click on the playlist button up here. To keep up to date with all the shows from the Armstrong Neighborhood channel, you can click the subscribe button down here. I suggest you do both.